Hi guys, I am back. Yes, this is not episode 1 of Creativity is a Muscle, but that video is coming out soon. I have a couple clips I need to edit because from the beginning, when I first started filming till now, I moved, I started my classes up again, I had midterms, I went back home to Alaska, and some of those clips are in the Creativity is a Muscle episode 1. So yeah, a lot of life has moved on from the first clip or from the first video, but I do want to start posting more often. I'm graduating soon as well, so that frees up some time. But anyways, for this video, it's a little bit different. I didn't want to talk about photography, but it can help in your photography journey, but it's a little bit outside and it's kind of for mental health kind of reasons. So this video is about journaling and how it can help your life, which is a little bit different than my main topics, which is normally photography or videography on this channel. I want to make videos about what's happening in my life and kind of what I want to talk about, so I don't really care, I guess. So what is journaling, right? So to me, journaling is a way for me to kind of take whatever is happening in my life and put it onto a page and just have it there. That could be good things, that can be bad things. It could be just like a checklist, it could be a drawing, but just a way to stamp something onto a page and then leave those emotions there as a reminder, or just like to bookshelf into space or something, like into the void. This is my journal. It has all these like stickers on it. Like whatever I want to put on it, I have like all these things on it, right? And it's cool to have like stickers, like this is not the point of it, but it's just to be my own thing, right? I bought this journal my freshman year, so like almost 4 years ago I bought this. It was a way for me to document like college basically, and also just like as a motivational thing. In the beginning, when I got this journal, it was kind of just like you Sigma grind set, like, oh, you need to study and like all this stuff. And then at the same time, it was just like, hey, this is a journal to kind of put in memories, and this is a spot to be grateful and put in whatever type of work or energy into it so you can remember it in the future. You know, when I first started it, that was the intention of just putting, good things in here. But as life goes on, you can't really control how you feel about some things, right? So a lot of it became emotional stuff. There's like a lot of like heavy stuff in here, but it's a nice way to kind of not cope, but put in those negative emotions or whatever type of emotions onto paper and then revisit them in the future. And that leads into another conversation, which is like for men's mental health, when it comes to, at least from my point of view and my personal experience, a lot of the guys that I used to hang out with, they don't really talk about their emotions. And then I always recommend journaling because you're able to put in those emotions and at least talk to someone, which is yourself, about what is in your mind, right? It's so easy to keep all those emotions and bad thoughts locked up in here, and then it festers and it turns into a bad thing and it rolls around and it gets worse and worse and worse or whatever, right? These ideas are so large in your mind, but when you're able to like jot them down onto paper, it feels tangible and it feels a little bit easier to tackle those large ideas. As I've gotten older and like this has grown a lot better and like I've started to learn how to write better, this has gotten to a place where I'm able to talk about happy things, bad things, and then slowly look back in the past and just like review like what has happened, and just kind of see the growth. And one of the reasons why I think this is so important is like, why should you even have this? Like, why would you even want to have a journal? Like, it seems performative, like, oh, I'm writing in a book. It's so important. Let me write it in a book and jot it down or whatever. It seems performative or whatever the hell, like performative male, whatever, right? Having a journal, right? It's nice to just document everyday things. It doesn't have to be like, oh, this Socrates quote made me like, it doesn't have to be that crazy of an idea to just write some stuff down. But for me, I use it to kind of like dump out a lot of information that happened throughout the day, some nice memories or something, but it's a nice way to kind of put history down and just mark it down. And I think it's just fun to like document stuff. Like people on Instagram, they post photos and post it, and then it's kind of like this for me. I mean, I also use Instagram, but at the same time, this feels a little bit different, I guess. It's a little bit deeper. Since starting this, I've had multiple journals, like smaller ones, and they've kind of all failed. I've only filled up like a couple pages and then kind of left it on my desk, and then I'll be like, oh, I'll just write later, right? I never know when I'm gonna write, but I'll write later, okay? But now I have multiple journals. Like I have this one specifically only for video ideas, and I got this recently. I got like a nice leather notebook, and it's like a Japanese notebook. I don't know if that really matters, but this specific notebook is for projects, video ideas, photography ideas, basically anything that I want to make in the future, right? And I think having something nice to touch and like write down, and like nice pens and stuff like that, and stuff you care about physically, it makes the ideas flow, and like you get into like this space for making ideas. And I think that's nice, right? It can be a placebo, but if it's good placebo, why is it it wouldn't be bad, right? Sometimes you kind of want, I don't know, I like different notebooks for different things. Like this specific notebook is for my books. Like whatever book I'm reading, I'll put into this notebook. It's also like a nice notebook. Like I want to like read so I can write in this, and it feels nice. And recently I've been reading, so I have 2 books in here that I'm like in the middle of reading. And yes, this is one of the performative male books or whatever, but it's The Will to Change by Bell Hooks. I think like 5 chapters in on this one. And then I started another book as well, which is Project Hail Mary. The other book I'm starting is Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. And that book has been really good. Doing this allowed me to kind of like start reading more often. And that's another topic I want to talk about. Maybe for a different video, but another reason why I started reading a little bit more is because like even in college or in high school or whatever, you're kind of forced to read books. So I think this is another great way to like read books that you actually want to. But my main reason why I made this video is to just go journal for anyone. Like go get a little notebook. It doesn't even have to be nice, and just start writing stuff down. It doesn't need any prompts. You don't need anything. Just, I feel like it unlocks something, I guess, like a different type of perspective when it comes to yourself and then also other people. When it comes to journaling, I think the biggest takeaway is just getting to know yourself better. Like you are what your accomplishments are, but at the same time, you know yourself deeper than anyone else. And I believe when you're able to journal and like write down ideas, you're able to kind of get deeper into who you are and actually understand what these big emotions are. And then it gives you a better understanding of like what your life goals are, what creative projects you want to get into, why you want to do those things, and anything you want to write about, honestly. And I honestly think that the biggest thing is just having fun documenting your life. You are only here for hopefully 80 years, I think is the max is like, or average is like 80 something years. If you're here for only like 80 years, why not just document and have fun, right? Like, oh, I went to the coffee shop with my friends. How did that go? How did that feel? Who did you see? What did you see? What drink did you get? How did you, like, any ideas spark from that? Like today, I actually filmed the interview part of this with my friend Yahida that I've known for a couple years now, and she has been journaling for around 2 years. But we go into an interview and I'll show that, and I wanted to interview her specifically because she's like the only person I know that also journals. I wanted to get a different perspective on journaling, but also give you ideas of why you should journal and hopefully persuade you into journaling, because I feel like this is like not a superpower or something, but it might be W Glaze or whatever, but like this is so fun. It's fun. It's a little annoying to start because you're like, what should I write about? But honestly, it's just like write whatever you want. You're writing for yourself. You should not be performing for someone else. I used to write like that a lot, but then I started realizing like, why do I care? Like this is for me, right? Like you shouldn't have to be like, oh yeah, we went to the store, and you know, this one person, oh yeah, his name is this, and give like so much background history when you're like, this is me, I know who this person is, just write whatever you want and have fun. It's a tool to get better information about yourself and get to learn about why and how you move around the world. I know it seems really deep, like I'm like, oh, it's so deep, whatever. It can be as deep, pause. It can be as deep as you want it to be, pause, unless not. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's just a nice way to, you know, take a seat, understand yourself. Creativity is something that can be trained. It's like a muscle. I swear I say that. This is another tool for you to stretch that muscle, right? You have weights for the gym. You can journal out ideas and use this as another tool to kind of get a better understanding of why you're doing everything. I stress to go journal. If you can, use a piece of printer paper. Like, you do not need a notebook or anything. Use what you have and just journal. It gives you a fun reason to like buy nice pencils to like draw, or like nice pens to like write stuff with, but make it fun and make it easy. Make it so that there's the least amount of like friction for anything. Like these things, it can be printer paper. You can just use a regular graphite, whatever school, the yellow pencils or whatever. But the main idea is get to know yourself, expand on ideas creatively, and just make stuff. No matter what it is. Even if you suck at it, make it when you suck at it. I'm not amazing at making YouTube videos, but I'm gonna make it. I suck at it, but I'm gonna still make these videos and then have fun with it. And then in the future, I'll get better. That's how I did it with photography. And now I kind of want to do that with YouTube. So go outside, take videos, go take your photos, poems or whatever, journal entries or whatever. Go do something creative today.